Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where you see every single knuckle I bust. Which is probably going to happen today. But anyway, parts came in. Smaller parts for the quick connects. I actually had to get another quick connect. Had to get another AN fitting. I got a pigtail. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. So today what I'm hoping to do is wrap up the fuel tank. Oh, I also got this. So I was thinking I might be able to modify the fuel filler neck that originally came on this TJ Wrangler. And the more I looked at it, the more I realized that wasn't really going to work. So I got this. This is a fuel filler neck for a Jeep Liberty Turbo Diesel. So I know that will work. So I'm going to have to get this off. I'm not sure I'm going to use this hose, but I have a filler neck that I know I can hook to the gas tank somehow, some way. We have welders, we have cutters, we have duct tape. We'll make it work. Oh, and zip ties. So, with all that said, time lapse.
The first thing to do was to lower the fuel tank again because I needed access to the lift pump on top of the tank. With the tank removed from underneath the Wrangler, it's time to remove the block-off tubing that I had put on the return line of the lift pump since I was now going to be using that line. Next, I installed a 5/16 quick connect onto a 5/16 line so I could connect it to the return line on the lift pump. Next, I needed to connect two lines so everything was closed off in a loop. The tank already has a charcoal canister line, so that'll be fine, but the new filler neck that I got does not have an overflow line like the stock one did, so I ended up just connecting that to the other breather line, so I didn't have any open connections. I then drilled another hole into the skid plate so I could put a mount on the return line to keep it from binding up or hitting anything else underneath the Wrangler. With everything on the tank plumbed the way I wanted it, it was time to reinstall it onto the Wrangler. This didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped because as I was lifting it, I completely forgot to plug in the stock wiring harness into the lift pump. After getting all the fasteners installed on the front side of the gas tank, I then moved to the rear of the Wrangler and installed the rest of the fasteners on the fuel tank. With the fuel tank bolted in place, it was time to cut all the lines so I could connect the supply and return line to the hard lines on the frame of the Wrangler. So the supply line from the lift pump was a 3/8 quick connect, while the return line was a 5/16 quick connect. And it was at this moment right here that I realized I forgot to plug in the wiring harness for the lift pump. I had tried a couple of things to see if I could just lower the tank enough that I could stick my hand up there to put the wiring harness on, but it's such a tight fit I ended up having to drop the tank again just so I could plug in the wiring harness into the lift pump. With the wiring harness plugged into the lift pump, I then secured the fuel tank to the Wrangler. With the tank in place, I then turned my attention to the fuel filler neck that I had gotten from a Diesel Liberty. I decided to remove the original rubber hosing, and I also drilled out the rivets on it so I could mount the fuel filler neck on the original shroud that's mounted onto the Wrangler tub. From here, it was a process of just cutting a little bit off of the new hose to try to get the length correct so everything would fit in nicely against the Wrangler tub. There really wasn't any trick to doing this, it was just a lot of trial and error and cutting a little bit off the hose each time. Next, I drilled out the 4 holes so I could mount the fuel filler neck to the shroud that would go onto the tub. With the hose at a length that I found worked well, I then went looking for some self-tapping screws to connect the fuel filler neck to the shroud that mounted onto the Wrangler tub. Next, it was time to secure the fuel filler neck to the gas tank of the Wrangler. Admittedly, it did take me a couple of tries to get the clamp oriented in such a way that I could tighten it to the tank. Next, I re-secured the shroud to the tub of the Wrangler. With everything in place, I decided to put about 4 gallons of diesel fuel into the fuel tank of the Wrangler. While I could have used the stock fuel filler cap, I decided to get a green one and modify it just because I wanted it to say diesel fuel only.
Okay guys, that's all for this video. We have the fuel tank installed, we have the filler neck installed, everything works. I put about 4 gallons of diesel in it, which was super exciting. And while you do not need to do this, this is like my favorite thing in the world. I'm really proud of that. So, by the way, the hose I was using, and I'll put a part number up here and the link in the description down below. I think I got it off of Amazon. It's a cheap, quick fix to fix the fuel burping issue when you're at the gas pump on a 05 or 2006 TJ or LJ Wrangler. That is not technically the correct fix. What you need to do is drop the tank, and there's this little valve that you need to sand a little bit so it moves up and down freely. The reason I didn't do that is I switched pumps. I now have a lift pump. I don't have the original fuel pump. And because I don't know if that would do the same thing, I went ahead and got that hose that has a little flapper valve in it to prevent any fuel from splashing up when I go to fill the right-hand drive diesel swap TJ Wrangler. So anyway, leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, you know what to do. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It truly means the world to me. And if you have, as always, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Goodbye.